Hey everyone, Tofu here, and welcome back to more Banjo-Tooie. Last time, we defeated the demon that was Canary Mary once and for all, sealed her away, never to be seen again. Today, begins the beginning of the end. And, today we are going to pretty much go back to every remaining level that we have yet to 100%, and finish them up and get the last bit of stuff in them. That's what's on the agenda today as we prepare for the end of the game. So, our first stop today is Grunty Industries, because there is still 2 Jiggies for us to get here. We left things off here with 8 out of 10 Jiggies, and that's pretty much it. There's just 2 more Jiggies for us to get right now, and both of them involve Banjo. So, we've got some splitting up to do. Kazooie is just gonna kind of sit out for a bit as Banjo goes on a little bit of an adventure of his own right now. So, let's split up, and let's go ahead and bring Banjo over here to the area that he learned Snooze Pack in. Because you may recall that there was something in here that we could not yet do. So, let's go do it. Jam Jars is there, but obviously nothing to do with that right now. There are some springy step shoes in case you bring Kazooie down here, because she would get stuck otherwise, but we don't actually need to do anything with those. So, now that we have our... not that one. We gotta use this one to actually get across the toxic waste. So, jump across that, and hit this switch. That will break that. So now, we can just grab that. Also, I could go back across that, but there's this ladder over here, and I believe this just takes you to a little chute that puts you back in the main area of floor 1. Which is where we need to go back to, so it's pretty darn convenient. Yep, okay. So, next place we gotta go with Banjo. Come on. Go over here. Go to the aircon plant, to the, not where we fought Weldar, but where we went to go fight Weldar. I can't remember if I actually showed this or not, but there's an area over here that we could go to, but we could not do anything in until we got the Shack Pack move from Hailfire Peaks. So, let's go through the sussy vent right now, all the way down here. It's kind of an inconvenient, a super long walk. This room is like way bigger than it needs to be, because there's literally nothing in it aside from the entrance to this other room. But that's Banjo-Tooie for you. So, let's go in here. And we have yet another pool of toxic waste. However, this time we don't need to get across it. We need to go into it. And there is a Jiggy waiting for us at the bottom right here. I believe past this is where we just were. If we actually went to the bottom like we did in here, we could have seen that Jiggy. At least I'm pretty sure that's where that leads, but don't quote me on that. I could have fact-checked it just a couple minutes ago, and I could fact-check it now as well by going back to that room. But I don't feel like it. That would take a lot of time. So yeah, now... Man, I kind of just want to die just to get back to Kazooie. There's not really a convenient way to do it. Like, we could just repeatedly get hit by the toxic waste in there. The thing is, though, is that it doesn't just, hit you instantly. Like, it... I guess we could use this guy, but yeah, whatever. Hello? Can I actually get hit? Oh, can these guys combo me? Okay, maybe not, but... That works as well. Yeah, I think that's slightly faster than walking all the way back. But that's everything for Grunty Industries. We are done in here for now. So let's go to another world. And since we are in a world right now, an easy way to get to another world is to just use the train. So, let's go ahead and use the train here. Those guys are gonna throw a hissy fit at us, but that's okay. We won't be in there for long enough to deal with them. So, let's go ahead and call Chuffy here. Warming the coals on the lava side of Hailfire Peaks. Well, hey, that's where we're going. So how about you come all the way over here from there, and then take us all the way back. Can you do that for us, Chuffy? Sure you can. And, yeah, we gotta watch the cutscene every time of Chuffy moving. And then we gotta stare at whatever entrance place he was just at. Because that's how cutscenes work on a totally real Nintendo 64 when you play Banjo-Tooie. Yeah, Chuffy, I see that you're here. You can't skip this. I'm pressing everything. You can't skip it. I just want people to know. Anyways, let's go into Chuffy. And now, go all the way back to where he just was. Hailfire Peaks, baby, let's go! Back to the best world that everyone loves. Honestly, a lot of people do like it. I can't remember if I talked about that when I was dunking on Hailfire Peaks. But yeah, I feel like Hailfire Peaks is one of the worlds that I see people actually like in the game a lot. That and Witchy World, I feel, are kind of the most popular ones, at least from what I've gathered. Me though, I mean, I've already said my piece. I don't think Hailfire Peaks is that good. But we made it through it, and we just got one more thing to do here. It's actually not even for Hailfire Peaks, because if you recall, we already 100% of the world on our first visit. So we're not here to really collect anything. We're just here to do something that will help us get something in another world. If you recall, a few episodes ago, I think it was when we first got to Cloud Cuckoo Land, we met George Ice Cube, who's the wife of Mildred Ice Cube, who we met in this world. Well, not in this side of the world. She was in the icy side, but we met her husband George in Cloud Cuckoo Land. God, where am I going? The warp pad's over here, right? Yes, it should be. Get out of my face. We met George Ice Cube, and he was like, "Oh, I'm right over the icy side. Push me off, and I'll fall down." But he was right over the lava side, and he fell in the lava side, and he fell in a pit of water. However, he ended up cooling down the water a bit when he did that. And if you recall certain jiggies that we have been unable to finish in another world, you may be able to put 2 and 2 together. Actually, I don't want to go to Kazooie. I want to go to Banjo. Because Banjo just has a lot to do right now, but Kazooie will have a lot to do in a bit as well. So, this is the pool of water that George Ice Cube fell into and died in. And if we hit this switch, we'll open up that little door, and that will drain all of the water in it all the way to Jolly Roger's Lagoon. Jolly Roger's Lagoon, because the game lagged a bit there. At last these guys can go for a swim, because now the water they're just the right temperature now, thanks to one Ice Cube man's sacrifice. I hope those children are happy, because they're swimming in the remains of a dead guy. That's morbid. But this game is kind of morbid. This game's kind of dark and fucked up, you know? I mean, like, I know if I say something like that on Twitter, like, I'm gonna get, ratioed with that one picture of SpongeBob on the kitty coaster that people just think is the funniest thing ever to put out. But, like, there's some genuine, like, if you think about it, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy. What the fuck? There's some fucked up shit in this game, including the stupid fire demon. Kill yourself. Jesus, I'm sorry. Those guys just annoy the piss out of me, man. Alright. Wait. Kazooie's, like, off the split-up pad right now. Okay, well, that's weird. But let me actually snooze pack up a bit, so that we actually have a bit of health before we go venture back to Jolly Roger's Lagoon. Anyways, come here, Kazooie. What? Oh my... I thought I couldn't rejoin her for a second. Banjo was, like, pushing her. Like, he just could not... Oh, that was weird. I don't think I've ever seen something like that before. That was weird. I'm glad it's still... I'm glad the game wasn't broken. I mean, I probably could have fixed it just by dying. Because that would probably just reset both of them. But yeah, so we got this Jiggy from them, and they just gave it to us automatically, so we don't have to actually, you know, collect it from them. They just gave it to us. But there are still 2 more things to do in Jolly Roger's Lagoon. And Banjo has had his time in the sun. Now it's time for Kazooie to get some stuff to do. So let's go over to her. And the first thing, of course, is the Jiggy that I tried to do the cool way back when we were first here in Jolly Roger's Lagoon. But I kept messing it up. But now we actually have the move to properly do it, so I'm just going to do it that way. And get it no problem. So... let's go here, and let's just glide over to this Jiggy, because that is all you really have to do for it. Just like that. That is the intended way to get that Jiggy. Very easy, but you can technically get it earlier if you feel like it. It's just very, very precise. But it's satisfying if you actually do manage to get it early. But I don't really care that much about it. We had to come back here anyway because there's one other thing for us to do in this world, and that is to go see our good friend Tip-Tup, who I don't think I'm spoiling this, right? Because, like, it's been so long since I have both recorded and edited the episode where we actually got to Jolly's, that I can't remember. I know, okay, clearly I blew up the exit here, but I can't remember if I actually went out here to show that Tip-Tup was out here. So that's just something I don't remember, but I'll find out later. Anyways, Tip-Tup is out here, and he has a child that he cannot hatch. So we have to hatch it as Kazooie. There you go. Hatch that baby turtle. There he is. Super cute little baby. Anyway, here comes the best line of dialogue in the game. Wait, something looks odd. Oh no, he's upside down. You mean he's tipped up? Shut up, Tip-Tup, that's hilarious. Kazooie, you're a comedy genius. Anyway, he's stuck on his back like an upside down... he's wallowing in helplessness like an upside down turtle, or however the line goes. And we have to just kind of give him a little whack to actually get him back on his feet. It sounds a little dark, but, I mean, he seems okay. It's for the greater good. He's moving now. Look at him go. Look at him go. Look at Tip-Tup go. Wahey! 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 The baby doesn't say wahey. That would have been cute, though, if they just had, like, a higher-pitched wahey! Wahey! Anyways, 90 Jiggies, baby! That's the last Jiggy in the game. We got it from a baby. Also, the baby's gone. So is Tip-Tup. Where did they go? There's nowhere to go from here. I guess they, like, went over the horizon here. But we can't go that far. I don't know, man. Don't know where they went. But I do know that we have now collected everything. So let's go meet back up with Banjo. And go look at our totals for everything. I mean, we could look at it now, but we've earned this together, so it feels right to rejoin first. If the game will load. Thank you very much. There we go. Alright. Gaha indeed. Let's go ahead and look at our totals. Not just for Jolly Roger's Lagoon. Let's start Isla Hags. Got everything there. We got all 10 Jiggies from all the Jinjos throughout the game. Got everything else there as well. Mayhem Temple, we of course got everything a while ago. Glitter Gulch Mine, we also got everything a while ago. Witchy World, we got everything. Jolly Roger's Lagoon, we just finished up, got everything. Pterodactyl Land, we got everything. We got the last Jiggy from that in Cloud Cuckoo Land from draining the water into Dippy's watering hole. He just gave us that Jiggy automatically. We don't have to go back and get it. We got everything there. Grunty Industries, now 100% complete. Hailfire Peaks was already 100% complete. Cloud Cuckoo Land, Canary Mary rematch, and all 100% complete. We have now obtained every collectible in the game. We got everything in Spiral Mountain, of course, too. There we go. Everything's done. We got everything. It doesn't show like 90 out of 90 or 900 out of 900 or anything. It doesn't show the totals like that. So you can't really see this like, oh, obviously by looking at this, I've gotten 100%. You just have to know that, like, this is the max for everything. We've got everything. Everything is completed. We've done it all. Except, you know, the actual end of the game. So, let's go ahead and start that. Now, the end of the game, the true final world, despite not having any actual collectibles in it, it's still a world. It's just not a full world. There's nothing to do in it other than the end stuff. So, it's not too terribly long, but I think it's long enough that I can start it now, and we'll finish up the rest of it in the next episode, and that will be the finale of the series. So, let's at least go to it right now. And to actually go to it, we have to go to the Quagmire area, around where Grunty Industries is. Let's not get hit by this guy. Go on the pipe here and get these boots. Well, that didn't work out so well. Oh, hey, let's see how fast... Oh, I think it's because this is in the Isle of Hags, and this is, like, the first world we technically went to, so it doesn't actually change. But yeah. Whoops. So you don't actually get to see how fast that goes now at the end of the game. I think we'd have to probably go to Cloud Cuckoo Land and get one there to actually see how fast it goes. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna waste a bit of time here. So, like, obviously we're supposed to climb all the way up here to use this, to get to the last world, but, because this episode will probably be a bit shorter otherwise, I just want to see something really quick. Okay, no. I was wrong about that. I thought maybe you could, like, do similar to the trick that I used in Glitter Gulch Mine to get on that ladder, if you can remember that far back. I thought you may be able to do something similar here to climb this pole, but you cannot. So, that's fine. I just wanted to see if that was something that you could do, because for some reason, I remember there being some kind of cheat or trick to get up to the entrance to the final world without actually using the boots here, but maybe I'm mistaken about that. Either way, it's no hassle to just go over there and get the boots and climb up. So let's do it the proper way. Or as far as I know, the only way to get up here, because I think I'm wrong about that, about there being some other way to get up there. And the music has changed to be more sinister. Cauldron Keep, the secret exit. I don't know what the actual exit is, because there is no other exit, really, from Cauldron Keep to the rest of the world, so I don't know what that is. But yeah, if we hit that switch, we activate a spring jump down there, so we can now bounce up and actually grab that pole now. I don't know, I want to be like, that's what I was thinking of, but like, no, I knew that was there to get you back up here after you've been up here. I thought there was some kind of trick that you could use to get up here before coming up here, but I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's just go in Cauldron Keep and enter the true final world. There we go. Got the foreboding music. I love this song, by the way. This song is so good. Activate that warp pad. That's not entirely necessary to use at all. So, to actually get inside, we have to get inside the tower. But, well, the door is kind of closed right now. So we have to first glide over here with Kazooie and step on this switch. Then we have to go activate the switch with Banjo. And we, of course, I keep doing that, man. I keep getting in the wrong backpack. Well, it's the same backpack, but the wrong move. So we do have to get across here by using this move. However, guess what we can do? Pack whack. Come on, man. Every time I say we can use pack whack, Every time, I just can't get anything right with Banjo's backpack. No, okay. The problem was, I'm bad at the game. No, I swear you can do this. I swear you can do this. It's gotta be just way more precise than I remember. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So, geez, come on, Banjo. The problem with that is I was jumping too early, because you can actually jump like at any point in your pack-whack jump. So like you can you can jump early there, but you can also jump like super late. Like, I don't know if that was exactly right because he was still kind of, yeah, okay, that was a better example because he didn't really start descending yet. So yeah, I messed up the jump. That's the end of that, but it can be done. Ah, lag. So we got this laser fence here that we do have to take it down, and I will take it down. I will show the proper way to do it, but I do want to also show that another thing you can do is, at that Wonder Wing, you can just jump right through the hole. That's pretty cool. And it's funny because it's like, oh, that was my last Wonder Wing too. Oh no, I won't need it. That's fine. But it's kind of funny because like it's not even like the fact that you need to be invincible. It's just the fact that you kind of have to get at the right position to jump through the little hole there. Because like, just normally, it's kind of like, well, you can also just jump through it normally. That's something you can do. Okay, cool. But it's just easier to kind of jump through it with Wonder Wing because you're kind of crouched down. That's the only way to really jump while maintaining your crouch. But I will show you the actual way to do it. Is to go all the way around here. One, we have a Minjo here. You should know that's a Minjo because you've probably already collected every Jinjo in the game at this point, so there's no reason to believe that. But hitting the switch as both Banjo and Kazooie will take down that actual laser gate. Even though you can just be cool and jump right through it. They made the holes of the lasers a little too big. But that's alright. We were gonna break it anyway. So, in here we have the gatehouse. Hey, Kazooie, there doesn't appear to be anyone in here. Uh-oh. Oh, yes there is. The music's changed. Every time that happens, we always end up in a fight. Such a good line, man. And it's, of course, Klungo back once again, the career-questioning minion. He's just been through everything at this point. He's gonna block us off and force us into a fight. And this one is the clone one? I think that's the only one we haven't... Oh, no, this is the invisible one. Okay. Well, this is honestly probably the hardest one, I would say. Especially if you get easily distracted like me. Okay, there he is. This one is probably easier to... Oh, there he is. You butt. Okay. Jeez, okay. Yeah, so... It's easier when you can actually, you know, see where he's coming from. I kind of was not at a good spot at the start of the fight. But like here, boom, just get him again. So yeah, like the other Klingo fights, he's got 3 potions that he can pull from. It's random which one he does, but we fought Klingo 3 times at this point, so you'll see all 3 potions eventually. The order of them may be different. Could be the growth potion, the invisible potion, or the clone potion. But yeah, we beat him no problem once again. Klungo noticed something happening after fights with Baron Bird. Stiff Klungo gets less and less handsome. Oh no, Klungo. Klungo, no. You're still handsome. You're the best looking guy I've ever seen. Future prospects not good with Mistress Grunty. No chance of promotion. No days off. No pay. Klungo find easy desk job. Maybe make stupid games. Yes, you sure will, Klungo. You sure will make some stupid games. So yeah, that is probably one of the best moments in the game, I feel. Just because it expands on Klungo so much as a character, because we didn't really know much about him in the first game. He didn't really do a whole lot in the first game. He just he activated the Beauty Steal machine, and that was pretty much it. But here we kind of see him go through like being determined to defend Grunty no matter what, even though he kind of gets the short end of the stick, to realizing like, yeah, he does kind of get the short end of the stick, and Grunty's kind of a terrible person. And Banjo and Kazooie are supportive of him, and I love that. So Klungo is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of funny that, like, out of all the characters in the series, Klungo has, like, the most character development, which is really crazy, because, like, I mean, Banjo and Kazooie don't really change much as characters, and they're not really meant to. It's not really that kind of story. It's just funny to see Klungo, of all characters, who's just kind of this dopey minion archetype character, just kind of change and get a better life at the end of the game, and it just makes him such a memorable character, and I love him. But that is where we're going to wrap things up for today. Next time on Banjo-Tooie, we're going to head into that door and finish the game once and for all, beat Grunty, take our revenge against her for killing Bottles, zombifying King Jingling, and abusing Klungo. That's what's gonna happen in the next time. So, stay tuned for the finale of Banjo-Tooie. I'll see you then. Goodbye.